Welcome to Mission Sunlight from the Southern Africa Indian Ocean Division. This division includes Angola, Botswana, Madagascar, Malawi, Mauritius, Namibia, Seychelles, South Africa, Zambia, Zimbabwe, and many other countries. Pretoria, South Africa is home to the Southern Africa Indian Ocean Division offices. There are severe challenges for our brothers and sisters in this part of the world as they seek to tell the story of Jesus. Each Sabbath, as just a part of the worldwide Seventh-day Adventist family, nearly 3 million baptized members meet throughout this division to worship together in almost 9,000 churches and companies. From places like Toronto, Ontario, Canada, or Atlanta, Georgia in the United States, to the 13th Sabbath World Mission offering sites for this quarter in Antananarivo, Madagascar, and Cape Town in South Africa, the theme of Seventh-day Adventist is to gather at the river in heaven.
Shall we gather at the river where bright is feet of shore, with its crystal tide forever flowing from the throne of God? Yes, we'll gather at the river, the beautiful, beautiful river. Gather with the saints at the river that flows from the throne of God, throne of God. Go now, lay down my burden, down by the riverside, down by the riverside, down by the riverside. Gonna lay down my burden, down by the riverside, down by the riverside, the riverside.
At the southernmost point of this continent, the Plotklip Visitor Center welcomes international visitors to Table Mountain National Park. Hiking and cable cars will take you to the top of Table Mountain, where one can bask in the beauty of the southern Cape of Africa. Locally, the area is called Two Oceans. Here, the frigid Atlantic meets the warm Indian, and the color of the water is extraordinary. Cape Town is a place of daytime beauty, and Falls Bay gives the visitor breathtaking evening sunsets. The work of the Seventh-day Adventist Church in Southern Africa began in 1869, when William Hunt attended a series of meetings in California, conducted by J.N. Loughborough. Hunt accepted Adventist teachings and promised Loughborough, "By the Lord's help, I will be faithful to the truth as you have shown it to me." Also a successful mining prospector, Hunt left the United States and journeyed to the diamond fields of Kimberley in the heart of South Africa. Here he began to work for souls as a layman in the marketplace. Hunt's work expanded and grew quickly. In 1887, a formal request for missionaries in the region of southern South Africa brought a group including D.A. Robinson and C.L. Boyd to the region. There they found a dozen or more workers ready to be sent out as missionaries in their own right. One of the Seventh-day Adventist Church's oldest institutions on the continent of Africa is located just outside of Cape Town. It is here at the foot of Helderberg Mountain that Helderberg College trains young people who are entering different areas of work to tell the story of Jesus. Established in 1893 as part of the early work of Adventism, Helderberg College was first known as Claremont Union College. 2 additional name changes and subsequent campus relocations occurred before Helderberg settled into its name at this site in 1928. Currently, it provides 3 academic focuses in its schools: theology, arts, and business.
It has become, through the years, a multicultural campus that is drawing students from all over Africa. Parents that are interested in Adventist education like to send their students to Helderberg College because they know there's a caring faculty, it is a spiritual atmosphere that characterizes this beautiful campus.
Across the campus and across this region, your fellow members are not that much different than you, as they seek to reflect and reveal their Savior. The face of the people of the Seventh-day Adventist Church across this region is quite diverse, but for all, it is the face of Jesus. This quarter, there are numerous 13th Sabbath mission projects in the Southern Africa Indian Ocean Division. Mission Sunlight will share the stories of two Muslim young women, Elizabeth and Amelia, in Madagascar. You will also learn about the need for an orphanage in this country. You'll travel to the Riverside Primary School in the busy city of Cape Town, South Africa. There you will hear of the exciting prospects of growth in this school. In South Africa, the students are not called students at all. They are referred to as learners. These learners are depending on you and their local leaders to guide their school through the tremendous physical growth it is experiencing. Nick Fortain is the principal of Riverside Primary School in Cape Town.
We have a business people in our church and also a family of business people outside of the church who's willing to contribute to this project. When we receive the overflow of the Sabbath School offering, we would like to have this building at least a quarter of a way in progress.
The school has nearly 200 students. This year, the first grade was so large the decision was made to divide the class. The additional class of learners is utilizing the teacher's workroom as their place of learning. Currently, the Riverside School has class levels through the 7th grade. This quarter, you'll be giving to a new block of classrooms, not only for the first graders, but additional grades being added.
If we could have extra classes as well, like grade 8, grade 9, because parents want their children to stay on here longer at the school.
The new block of classrooms will also include music and art, learning centers that the parents and learners are eager to see. Technology is also part of the plan.
The school needs a computer room because the children need to learn. In this technological age, that is what they need to have.
In the northeastern region of the division lies the island nation of Madagascar. The headquarters of the Indian Ocean Union Mission are located here. Aniel Barb is the president of the mission based in Antananarivo.
Indian Ocean Union consists of 7 groups of islands. In 2 years now, we're going to celebrate 100 years of the presence of Adventism in this part of the world. By the grace of God, last year we baptized more than 14,000 new members.
Pastor Barb reports that this tremendous growth comes through both traditional evangelism and equipping and training the members of the union for friendship evangelism as well. Part of that equipping will happen by reaching youth and children through these 13th Sabbath offering projects in this region.
We want to establish an orphanage here in Antananarivo, an orphanage especially for young girls. Apart from that, we think that education is very important here in Madagascar. That's why we want to build a multi-purpose building for our university. And we are also working for the extension of one of our colleges, which is found in Majenga. By so doing, we think it will be possible for us to reach more people, addressing their needs and opening windows for the gospel.
All of this quarter's projects will benefit Adventist Church youth and children. On page 271 of the book Education is the instruction that our youth should be trained in reaching others with the story of Jesus.
With such an army of workers as our youth, rightly trained, might furnish how soon the message of a crucified, risen, and soon coming Savior might be carried to the whole world.
In the 1960s, a young Cheryl Ann Blanco held a just-arrived letter in her hands. It was from the General Conference to her father, Jack. Before Cheryl handed Jack the letter, she asked her father, if he got a mission call to Africa, would he accept it? Jack's answer was a hearty yes. A few months later, Cheryl and her brother Steve, along with their parents Jack and Marion Blanco, were on a ship bound for Cape Town and eventually to Salusi College in Rhodesia. You can hear more of the Blancos' amazing story in the upcoming documentary on the life and ministry of Jack and Marion Blanco. The Blancos' story in part takes place in southern Rhodesia, now called Zimbabwe, a part of the Southern Africa Indian Ocean Division. Missionaries, just like the Jack Blanco family, continue to answer God's call to travel to lands far from their native home to help others. Beyond the sites that are part of this quarter's Mission Sunlight report, there are other needs in this region, even beyond the 13th Sabbath mission offering projects. A small hospital and medical clinic is located on the campus of the Indian Ocean Union Mission. Because of the cap on the 13th Sabbath overflow to the Union, they were not able to include this project, but wanted Mission Sunlight to share it with you because of the special impact it has on families in their community.
Our building has become very small, and now we are hoping to have an expansion in such a way that we can offer a new service, a maternity unit.
Dr. Lara also related that a missionary, OB/GYN, has answered the call to come and assist with setting up the clinic. Other exciting news includes word that the administrative process for the expansion of the clinic has been approved. You can learn more and be a part as a volunteer or donor for the expansion of the maternity department at AAH by contacting them directly at laraoswaldo@yahoo.com. The needs are great, but your generous gift to 13th Sabbath World Mission Offering projects for more than 100 years has made it possible for millions to hear the story of a Savior who is rich in love and mercy.
We thank you for what you have done in the past and for what you are doing at present. Thank you very much. God bless you all.
Because of your kindness, the people of Southern Africa have made commitments beyond this world. Your faithful gift on Sabbath, September 29, will help hundreds, if not thousands more, to hear the truth as it is in Jesus. This is Mission Sunlight reporting from the Southern Africa Indian Ocean Division.